Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dent?
Resolution 1317, Deputy Supervisor. Whereas, under Section 42 of the Town Law, the Town Board may create the post of Deputy Supervisor. Therefore, be it resolved that the Town Board approve the reappointment of Timothy Malloy to act as Deputy Supervisor in the absence of the Supervisor without compensation for the year 2017. And I move its adoption.
Second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy? Now you can. Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dent?
Yes.
Resolution 1417, Secretary Bookkeeper to the Supervisor. Whereas under Section 29, subsection 15 of the Town Law, the Town Board may authorize the Supervisor to make a designation for the position of full-time Secretary Bookkeeper to the Supervisor.
I'm sorry, Pete.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna make, this is the one, so Tina has left. She's no longer working with us, so I'm
What?
looking for a secretary. So, anyway, I'd make a motion that we table resolution 1417.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
115.
Resolution 1517, Secretary Bookkeeper to the Supervisor. Whereas under Section 29, subsection 15 of the Town Law, the Town Board may authorize the Supervisor to make a designation for the position of part-time Secretary/Bookkeeper to the Supervisor. Therefore, be resolved that the Town Board approve the reappointment of Patricia Hines to serve at the pleasure of the Supervisor and to receive $14.23 per hour when discharging the duty of said office, not to exceed $14,805 for the fiscal year 2017, and I move its adoption.
Second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dent?
Yes. Resolution 1617, Deputy Highway Superintendent, whereas the Superintendent of Highways has requested that the Town Board establish the office of Deputy Superintendent of Highways, therefore be it resolved that Neil Grant be reappointed to this position without compensation for the year 2017, and move its adoption.
I'll make the second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dent?
Yes.
Resolution 17-17, Secretary to Highway Superintendent. Whereas under Section 20, Notes of Decision 9 of the Town Law, the Town Board shall appoint all employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Highway Superintendent, that Sue Christiana be reappointed to serve as Secretary to the Highway Superintendent, and to serve at his pleasure, and to be paid $13.25 per hour when performing the duties of said office, not to exceed $24,115, with $1,000 and additionally allotted for overtime for the fiscal year 2017. I move its adoption.
Second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dent?
Yes.
Resolution 1817, Deputy Town Clerks and Tax Collectors. Whereas under Section 30, Subdivision 10 of the Town Law, the Town Clerk determines the destination of deputies. The Town Board shall determine by resolution the powers and duties of such deputies, and whether or not such deputies shall be compensated by the town. Therefore, be it resolved that the Town Board reappoint Jacqueline Guglielmetti as full-time Deputy Town Clerk, Tax Collector, and be paid $14.70 per hour, not to exceed $26,775 for the fiscal year 2017, and to perform the duties of the Town Clerk, Town Tax Collector in her absence. And be it further resolved that Kara Grant be reappointed as part-time Deputy Town Clerk, Tax Collector, and be paid $10.50 an hour, not to exceed $8,310 for the fiscal year 2017, and to perform the duties of the Town Clerk, Tax Collector in her absence, and moves its adoption.
I'll second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dent?
Yes.
Resolution 1917, Records Management and Information Officer. Whereas pursuant to section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Joyce Grant be and hereby is reappointed Records Management Officer and Public Information Officer, and hold office at the pleasure of the town board, and receive no compensation for the discharge of said duties. And I move its adoption.
Second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Busey?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storms?
Yes.
Supervisor Sam?
Yes.
Resolution 2017, Chairman of the Board of Assessors, whereas under Section 22B of the town law, the town board should designate the appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, it be resolved that Peter DeMonica be appointed Chairman of the Board of Assessors for the town of Shandaken and receive an annual salary of $34,500 for the fiscal year 2017. And I move its adoption.
I'll second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Busey?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storms?
Yes.
Supervisor Sam?
Yes. Resolution 2117, Assessors Clerk, whereas under Section 20 of the town law, notice of Decision 9, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be resolved that Grace Grant be and hereby is reappointed Assessors Clerk to assist in the clerical duties of the assessors and to be paid $11.95 per hour, not to exceed $21,750 for the fiscal year 2017, while discharging the duties of said office, and move its adoption.
I'll second that.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Busey?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storms?
Yes.
Supervisor Sam?
Yes.
Resolution 22-16, Clerk for the Justice Court. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, notes of Decision 9, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be resolved that Wendy Helm be reappointed as Clerk of the Justice Court to assist in the clerical duties of the town Justice Court and be paid an annual salary not to exceed $25,782 for the fiscal year 2017, while discharging the duties of said office. I move adoption.
Second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Busey?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storms?
Yes.
Supervisor Sam?
Yes.
Resolution 2316, Police Commission. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, it is the duty of the town board to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be it resolved that Theodore R. Byron, William Lundberg, William J. Graff, and Henry J. Strauss be reappointed to the Police Commission for the year of 2017, and moves its adoption.
I'll second that.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Busey?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storms?
Yes.
Supervisor Sam?
Yes.
Resolution 2416, Town Police Department Chief. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Chad Story be and hereby is reappointed Police Chief for the town of Shandaken Police Department, and hold office at the pleasure of the town board, and receive an annual salary not to exceed $21,119 for the fiscal year 2017, while discharging the duties of said office, and I move its adoption.
Second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Busey?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storms?
Yes.
Supervisor Sam?
Yes.
Resolution 2517, Ambulance Chief and Officers. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board shall designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be resolved that the following personnel be appointed to the Shandaken Town Ambulance at rates not to exceed the following for the fiscal year 2017. Ambulance Chief Brendan Whalen at $12,000 a year. Deputy Ambulance Chief Richard Mulally at no compensation. Equipment Manager Dennis Frano at $5,000 a year. Training Officer Brendan Whalen at $5,000 a year.
No.
No.
That should be Mike Williams, correct?
Correct.
Michael.
It's typo.
So Mike Williams.
Michael Williams.
Michael Williams at $5,000 a year. Line Officer Ernest Longy Sr. at $5,000 a year. Ambulance drivers to be paid $9.70 per hour for part-time.
Is
And
that
that,
added? Is that added in?
That's something we
Yeah.
discussed here. something we discussed.
Can you say it again? Ambulance drivers?
Ambulance
Ambulance
drivers
drivers.
to be paid $9.70 per hour. They're all part-time, we don't have full-time.
Okay.
And that is provided under contract, said employees shall serve at the discretion of the ambulance chief and the town board. And I move its adoption.
Second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Story?
Yes.
Supervisor Dowd?
Yes. Sorry, just give me a second.
I know.
Resolution 2617, we're halfway there.
On this one, George Blank needs to be removed.
Okay, thank you.
Please.
Resolution 2617, Phoenicia Water Committee, whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, it is the duty to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore be it resolved that Alfred Peavy, John Kill, John Booker, and Nick Formont be appointed to the Phoenicia Water Committee for 2017. And be it further resolved that Alfred Peavy chair this committee and move its adoption.
I'll second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Story?
Yes.
Supervisor Dowd?
Yes.
Resolution 27-17, Superintendent of Phoenicia Water District. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board shall designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Richard Ricadella hereby is reappointed Superintendent of the Phoenicia Water District and hold office at the pleasure of the town board and receive an annual salary not to exceed $21,320 to be dispersed once each month and expenses as allotted in the 2017 budget as pursuant to law while discharging the duties of said office. And be it further resolved that the town board, upon the recommendation of the water superintendent, hire laborers as the water superintendent deems necessary within budget constraints. I move its adoption.
I'll second that.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Story?
Yes.
Supervisor Dowd?
Yes.
Resolution 2817, Phoenicia Water District Bookkeeper. Whereas, under Section 20 of the town law, the town board shall designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Sue Christiana be and hereby is reappointed bookkeeper of the Phoenicia Water District and be paid $11.15 an hour, not to exceed $2,742 for the fiscal year of 2017, while discharging said duties, and moves it, adoption.
Second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storms?
Yes.
Supervisor Dowd?
Yes.
Resolution 2917, Phoenicia Water District Billing Clerk. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore be it resolved that Sue Christiana be and hereby is reappointed billing clerk for the Phoenicia Water District and be paid at a rate of $11.15 an hour, not to exceed $1,436 for the fiscal year 2017, while discharging said duties, and be it further resolved that she serve at the pleasure of the town board, Phoenicia Water Commissioner, and the tax collector, and I move its adoption.
I'll second that.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storms?
Yes.
Supervisor Dowd?
Yes.
Resolution 3017, Pine Hill Water Committee. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, it is the duty to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore be resolved that Peter DeModica, Lowell Smith, Richard Shadle, and Michelle Wooten be appointed to the Pine Hill Water Committee for 2017, and be it further resolved that Michelle Wooten chair this committee. And I move its adoption.
Second.
Who's second? Stanley? Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storms?
Yes.
Supervisor Dowd?
Yes. Resolution 3117, Superintendent of Pine Hill Water District. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore be it resolved that Donald Clark be and hereby is reappointed Superintendent of the Pine Hill Water District and hold office at the pleasure of the town board and receive an annual salary of $25,200 to be dispersed once each month and expenses as allotted in the 2017 budget as pursuant to law while discharging the duties of his office. And be it further resolved that the town board, upon the recommendation of the water superintendent, hire laborers as the water superintendent deems necessary within budget constraints. I move its adoption.
A second?
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dowd?
Yes.
Resolution 32-17, Pine Hill Water District Bookkeeper. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Patricia Heinz be and hereby is reappointed bookkeeper for the Pine Hill Water District and be paid an annual salary not to exceed $600 for the fiscal year 2017. I move this adoption.
Second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dowd?
Yes.
Resolution 3317, Pine Hill Water District Billing Clerk. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board should designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that Sue Christiana be and hereby is reappointed billing clerk for the Pine Hill Water District and be paid at a rate of $11.15 per hour, not to exceed $1,300 for the fiscal year 2017, while discharging said duties. And be it therefore resolved that she serve at the pleasure of the town board, Pine Hill Water Commissioner, and tax collector, and moves its adoption.
I'll second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dowd?
Resolution 3417, Planning Board Member. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, it is the duty of the town board to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be it resolved that Arthur Christie be reappointed to the Shandaken Planning Board with his term to expire December 31st, 2023. And I move its adoption.
I'll second that.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dowd?
Yes.
Resolution 3517, resolution appointing chairman of planning board. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, it is the duty of the town board to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be resolved that Donald Brewer be reappointed as the chair of the planning board,
Vice.
No.
Oh, chair.
chair, and Kathy Jordan be reappointed as vice chair of the planning board of the year 2017, and I move its adoption.
It's all right. I'm moving on.
I'll second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dowd?
It's okay, I'll second. You might put your name down as the second. Resolution 3617, Zoning Board of Appeals members. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, it is the duty of the town board to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be it resolved that Rolf Reese be reappointed to the Zoning Board of Appeals with his term to expire on December 31st, 2021. And move its adoption.
I'll second that.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Dowd?
Yes.
Resolution 37-17, resolution appointing chairman of zoning board of appeals. Whereas pursuant to Section 20 of the town law, it is the duty of the town board to appoint all boards and commissions. Therefore, be it resolved that Keith Johnson be reappointed as chair and Rolf Reese be